Also, when you said promoting black businesses, 2 white people logged off.
All right. One of those.
They're like, I was one of these proud black shows. Not another one. Fuck. Look what they've done to Ellen. Ellen's just giving away things to black people now. Have you seen the new Ellen? Ellen just, because it's a comeback. So now Ellen did a lot of charity shows. But now after the show being off air because of COVID, all those things came up with Ellen's show about how black people were being treated, the crew mainly. And then Ellen had a lot of flack. Then she addressed it on her first episode. It was almost like, I need to learn and all that shit. And since then, everyone she's given stuff away to every black people. Every single person has been a black person.
No, but that's not true.
Check her Instagram, bro.
Not true.
Now a DJ's no more at the back. He's in the front there. He's moonwalking. Yo, bro, she's trying to kill me.
Oh no.
Okay, you get camera 2 now. You get camera 2.
You can play as much as you want anytime.
Is that hip hop? Yeah, it's good.
No
Yeah, I like
shame.
it.
No shame, guys.
Dude, you must see, there was because he was usually at the back or he'd come and play games, but now he's just there, and his role isn't to do that.
What's his name? Flex. Twitch.
So like, even though he's a cool guy, it's just weird because now they're trying to force this DJ into conversation.
Or is it not what it looks like now because of what's happened to him?
It's also that, but also it's definitely they've given him a bigger role. So and in his face he just goes, I can see him going, I don't want to be your guy. I just want to turn knobs and shit. Why am I here?
When can I break dance?
What do you mean? How do I feel about the elections?
Yes, what does this badge I'm wearing mean?
Guys, I want to chill.
Nobody told you what the badge means.
Call times change. Now he's up early. He's like, fuck. I don't want to
Cue cards.
I haven't warmed up.
So yeah, it's just weird. Because coming back from a thing like that, even though I'm saying these things, there's no right or wrong. People are going to say something about Ellen however she does it.
Yes.
But what fascinates me is who gets to come back. Because some people never get to come back.
Right.
But Chris Rock came back. Not Chris Rock.
Brown.
Chris Brown came back
Oh, I see what you mean.
from...
Who gets to come back?
Like, he came back from something I never thought you could come back from.
Right.
Like, it was hitting a woman,
Yeah.
but also like hitting a beloved, like,
Yes.
yo, like this is our queen kind of thing.
Right.
I don't know how he did that. Because not everybody, like, I can't think of people now because I guess they just gone. Like, what's his name from that show, 2.5 Men?
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie kind of just disappeared when everything came to the surface.
Yeah, he also got AIDS.
He tried a little swing.
And Bricks hasn't come back yet.
Bricks hasn't got the dreads. That
Yeah,
Bricks.
yeah.
Oh, fuck. We lost it again, Bricks. Jeez, I'm shocked.
Bricks ain't come back
This
yet.
person's on Netflix.
I literally
He's
saw
talking about Bricks.
Robbie's mindset go, like take a visa, fly back to South Africa to find out if you told. Like, I literally saw you struggle to go from Charlie Sheen to Bricks in your head.
Bricks had some good songs.
Yeah.
He did. Fire
Dude,
songs.
now when I'm thinking
He had
about
fire
it,
songs.
It's a tough one.
But who gets to come back is a good question.
I think who gets to come back, that decision is made by the people who are being oppressed by the person. So if black people go, Ellen's cool now, then she can come back.
But was it just black people? Because I thought it was just all staff. Because I've heard lots of like stories about like a lot of the stories weren't just black people
Is it?
who felt whatever it was, like she wouldn't talk, because there was apparently like if you were a junior she wouldn't talk to you at all backstage unless the actual fact was if you were a black junior then I want to talk to you.
I only got the black news.
The black girl was like, she didn't talk to us juniors, and the other juniors was like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm a
Us?
I only know that.
People, white interns are deleting Ellen's number from their phone. She never spoke to any of us.
Deleting chats.
And check their Instagram. There's pictures of Ellen at their house on Halloween. No, Ellen was never there. But it's
The people,
I don't know. I feel like even when things go wrong with, not go wrong, but when it's a man doing something to a lady, I feel like you got to almost wait for how the people who suffered react to it, and then figure out what role you play there.
Because I guess their reaction does take a lot of power away from the conversation if they go, all is forgiven. Because then it's like, why are you holding on to the anger when the person who actually experienced it is letting it go? No matter how it was, maybe it was a paycheck or whatever. But it's hard to keep fighting for someone who's like, I'm cool.
Right. That's very true.
How did R. Kelly stay for so long when we knew? Because no one actually stayed, was no one putting a case forward?
Media, bro. What was the media?
And the music was fire.
Oh, the music was great.
The music was so good.
R. Kelly, the age he is now with not having hit records out, I think if he had that kind of steam he had in 2001, 2002, this documentary wouldn't have hurt him as bad. He was very high. When that first P video, him peeing on the chick, he had hits for days. Then he dropped the TP, whatever album, with I Wish.
Oh, yes.
And Ignition. That shit kind of just squashed it, bro.
That'll
do it.
That'll cover up a peeing, bro.
Yes, dude.
An underage peeing.
That's what your PR person's like. When people find out, what songs have you got in the pipeline?
Yes. What are you working with?
What are you? Just send me a few beats. I'll tell you if they're abuse worthy.
Man.
It's like Michael's one. Michael's first case was in '93 when he had dropped Dangerous.
Yeah.
That was a big album. 2003, Michael didn't have anything. So now it's, you know what I mean? It's like
to come after. Yeah, I guess.
It's how much do we idolize you in that moment?
Right.
Because it's easy to bring down Cosby, who we haven't seen forever.
Yes.
But when I just danced to the guy's song, it's hard to like switch up from like, oh, here's my jam to fuck that guy. It's like
you have to be.
It's still my jam though. Still in rotation.
We can get rid of like one, 2 hit people. It's like if you old or new, we can take care of you. But if you've been giving us hits for like maybe like 5 years, like if you're in our lives, now it's difficult.
Yeah.
Right. That's a tough one.
I don't know if this is science, but it's sounding good.
I'm looking at myself because I'm trying to think if there's any artist that I've read about and then like completely just
forgiven.
I don't even know. Forgiveness is not, because even it's weird. Even the forgiveness thing, it's like they didn't touch me.
Mm-hmm.
So even that thing of like when people take things on, you have to remember that you're doing it for your thing.
For your cause.
So for example, R. Kelly peed on this girl. Right?
That means nothing to you.
I'm in Africa, South Africa.
Right.
I hear that that's literally something happened in a room somewhere and I'm in Africa.
Yes.
From that point on, everything that happens, because now people take this stuff on and they think they're a part of it and say shit like, and I haven't forgiven him.
Yes.
He's like, what the fuck?
It doesn't matter.
It's like,
who are you?
So I'm trying to understand.
He has 4 followers on Twitter. It doesn't matter.
People
I will never forgive. Please.
You didn't even buy an album.
Please relax.
Yes.
You need to right now. You're in Limpopo.
Yes. I'm
your
not big in
pencils.
in Kampala.
Yes.
It's fine. So that's my thing, because we get lost in the language of like the romanticizing of our experiences. So like even when Dada was dying, we go, he was our Mandela. Like he was our Mandela. And then I remember asking someone, that's a weird thing to say, because what you're saying is, if you take everyone else, you can say that he's my Mandela. That's what you mean. If I say this is no. If I say this is our dad, that means I can say this is my dad.
Right,
Okay.
but you don't.
Yeah.
So when people like, he's like, because that's how we take.
If he's all ours, then he's just out.
Then you can say stupid shit like he's my Mandela. No, that sounds weird now, because that's also crazy because when people would start making decisions for him and he should go and he should leave, and then we get into the lives of these people.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, you
don't know him.
don't
He doesn't
even
know you.
Yes, but you know what was funny?
You voted IFP.
Yes, he disagrees with everything you think.
Yeah. Also.
So it's just weird, like.
I couldn't hear you through this thing.
Sorry,
When it was Mandela's birthday this year, then Lewis Hamilton posted a picture with Mandela. And then he said, he was happy birthday, Mandela. Then he went, not a day goes by where I don't think of you. Then South Africa's like, I know, man. Yo, bruh, they ripped into him. You know when you can see South African accounts and they're like, not every day, my dog. Not please relax. I know.
He saved me, and I haven't thought about him since maybe last month. Come on.
Yes. Not every day, not a day. Shit. Come on, bruh.
He
What
saved
sponsor
me,
are
and
you
I
trying to
haven't thought
get?
about him since someone else remembered him.